All right. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to our free webinar. Hello there. Welcome to Essential Skills for Virtual Assistants. And my name is Coach Kathy. I will be your host and I'll be your trainer for tonight. So before anything else, I want to make sure that everyone can hear my voice. Everyone can also see this screen. All right, I'll make it big later on. But of course, I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So good evening, Jalcy. Good evening, Dave. Good evening, Mary Joanne. Good evening, Rochelle, Maria Belen, MGM DigiWorld. How do you pronounce it? It's Margie, Maria Fe, Mr. and Mrs. R, virtual assistant. Brina, Catherine. Good evening. And I guess I'm being heard. All right. So everything is all set. So I'm actually excited to share with you guys the essential skills needed by clients as clients, as agency owner. We have a specific requirement before we hire actual virtual assistants. So that's the same reason why I want to share with you so that you guys will be equipped with informative and helpful resources directly from hiring partners and clients like me and my team. All right. So good evening, Marianne, Queenie Joy, Nina. And if you guys find this video helpful and you think might be able to, extend help to those people who are looking for ways to earn, as we all know, virtual assistant, remote working, or work from home setup, these are just some of the terms that we normally use for our services. Okay, so go ahead, share this video, tag your friends, and if you have some friends who are in need of clients or probably in need of idea how will they be upscaling their services and even their skills as virtual assistants, then this is the perfect webinar for you. Okay, so for tonight, we'll be discussing again essential skills for virtual assistants. So we all know virtual assistants, these are people who are working virtually, assisting clients, whether it's for their business, for companies, even for any kind of assistance, as long as it is remotely working. You don't need to go to the actual office. And this already happened like 3 years ago when the pandemic hit, right? Everyone was really required to work from home. And we, as your training partners, we used to be called as FVA, Filipino Virtual Assistants. Now we have transitioned to Surge Marketplace because we want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to work globally. Okay? So when we say globally, serving with US clients, UK client, Australian-based client, and it doesn't really matter where you guys are from, as long as you can communicate and you can deliver your output to your clients, then you'll get paid. Okay? And that's the beauty of, being a virtual assistant, because once you know how to market your skills, you'll be able to get the perfect client where those clients might be able to give you flexibility if your schedule or you have an open time. Most clients are even asking for Saturdays, Sundays off or holidays. Sometimes they also don't require you to have a time tracker. As long as you know that you're skilled, as long as you know that you have a contribution for that specific client or for that specific company, then you won't need to worry. Okay? But again, on the other side of the world, of course, me being a hiring manager, hiring partner, and of course, I am client facing. So I am partnering with clients. There are requirements that we need to meet um, before we endorse our graduates. And this is the reason why I want to discuss this, because this is also important, especially if you have been applying for like more than 6 months and still you haven't receive any good feedback. Well, maybe there's something that we need to fix and there's something that we need to change. Are you guys ready? Okay, if you are ready, then of course I'm also ready. So before that, let me just make sure that I'll also introduce myself. So for those of you who just saw me for the very first time, my name is Coach Kathy, and I am a business partner of Coach Grace. I have been with Surge for the past since 2017. So there. As you can see my face, when I joined Surge, Filipino Virtual Assistants in 2017, I used to have a long hair. Okay. And then 2018, this is our first anniversary. We celebrated it in Samal together with the rest of the FBA team. 2019, 2020, and then the pandemic happened. And yeah. So currently, we have transitioned from Surge, from Filipino Virtual Assistants. That's our old name. Okay, so if you guys have been following our page, you might have seen that we changed from Filipino Virtual Assistants Coaching by Coach Kathy Cabradilla. Now, our branding is Surge Marketplace, and as a franchisee, I am handling South Luzon as my territory. So you will see under Surge Marketplace that I am handling South Luzon. Okay, so can I see a show of hand, or at least not show of hand, but can you at least comment on this thread if you guys have been part of my students group, if you enrolled in the past under freelancing course, Facebook ad marketing, or even social media? Can I see? Do we have students here from Coach Kathy's class? You can please comment on this thread saying, I am your student coach. So at least I can see, and I can see you. Or I can see your name rather. Okay. There, Mary Joanne. Thank you. So the rest, yeah, Catherine Magsino. As a trainer and a coach, I have trained more than 4,000 plus students since 2017, and I also have mini courses, and I'm still developing 2 more courses, which will be coming very soon. Okay, so just to give you an idea about myself, yeah, my name is Coach Kathy, as mentioned. I am a Surge franchisee. I am a Facebook ad trainer. I'm also a business owner. I'm actually an agency owner. I co-founded Pinoy VA Finders, and what we do with Pinoy VA Finders, we are giving endorsement to clients for hiring. This is why I have developed the training to hiring bundle, because of the partnership of Surge and Pinoy VA Finders. Okay? I'm a freelancing thought leader, a resource speaker, a trainer, a business consultant. And my field of expertise, I have been in the sales and marketing team for the past 15 years. I'm a digital marketer. I especially focus marketing under Facebook ads and advertising and hiring. Okay. So when I joined the company, it was 2017 under FVA, under Filipino Virtual Assistants. That's why our Surge Marketplace is just our trade name, but we are under FVA Corporation. This is the world's first one-stop freelancing marketplace where we are providing online courses, online services, and freelancing solutions. So our discussions for today, again, these are necessary for those people who have plans of working for real clients as remote workers. Number one, time management and organization. Okay? I'll discuss that later on. Number two, effective communication and collaboration. Since most of the virtual assistants are not working alone, some of you might be working with the team, some of you might be working with different departments. So we need to have effective communication and collaboration. Tech savviness and proficiency with digital tools. As we know that it's very crucial for us to learn different tools. Not all tools will be needed depending on your niche or depending on your expertise. Okay? But what really matters is that you know, and you are very easy to adapt with tech savviness when it comes to upgrading your skills. Okay. And lastly, being a virtual assistant, you need to be paying attention to every small detail. All right. Plus, of course, have that problem solving skills. So, these essential skills for virtual assistants, these are something that is not being taught. For example, if you enroll in an online course, it's not going to be taught with you through, the module, because these are actual skills that will build your character and you as a person. All right. So expectation, this is going to be 30 minutes. I'll try to make it as fast, as detailed as possible. I'll discuss the topic. We'll also have question and answer, and of course updates as we move forward. So as mentioned earlier, the number one essential skill that most clients are looking for virtual assistants, number one, those people who have time management and organization. All right? Organizational skills. Okay. Time management, um, this is very crucial and very important, especially if you have plans of working for multiple clients or if you have a lot of things on your plate. For example, if you are a mom, are you a mom? Like you have kids, you have a husband, you have kids, or you have a lot of things on your plate, like you do the laundry, you do some errands, you do your market day, you do some you still have your 9 to 5 job. So basically you are doing a lot of, you're doing a lot of tasks on your plate. Or sometimes you may even feel that you have some parents or lolas and lolos that you need to take care of, or even babies, right? So if that's the case, you need to literally have the time management skills needed if you have plans to work for clients. So this will allow you to make priorities in terms of what needs to be accomplished first, and you need to have allocated and sufficient time for each task that is being assigned to you. Okay, because we all know that being a mom, it doesn't work on an 8 to 5 job, right? It's 24/7, always emergency. All right. And personally, when I transitioned years ago, it was also a big leap of faith that I needed to, to transition with, because I have been working from 8 to 5 for years. But then when I decided to go for being a full-time mom, I needed to have flexibility of work. So aside from flexibility, I need to have um, a very good time management skill. Okay. If you will be working for companies or even for clients, you will need to make sure that you always meet your deadline, because this builds trust and credibility with your clients. And of course, if you're not able to deliver the right output according to your deadline, then everything will be wasted. Okay. And if you also do not have the right time management skills, this will be the possible cause of anxiety, stress. All stress related health issues starts with time management. Even if you just have one client, but if you do not have that time management skills, or you have some difficulties managing your own time, you'll end up, overwhelmed and, you know, disorganized. Okay. Even if you are just working part time, like for 5 hours per day or even 3 hours, and still you're not able to accomplish your task, then that's different. Okay. So I would recommend you to start putting your list of tasks, like to-do list. I actually created time management for freelancer as a mini course, because I truly believe that as a freelancer, we need to learn how to do these things. It's not going to be an overnight, practice, but this should become a habit for us in order for you to develop it into a lifestyle. So slowly, you should know your priorities. Okay. When we say priorities, how many number of hours can I work if I have 2 kids or if I have 3 kids? Okay. Now, for example, in my case, the reason why I went to freelancing before, because I wanted to prioritize my health. So when I created my own daily method of operation, okay, that's for my time management. I always make sure that the first 8 hours of my 24 hours is allotted for my sleep. All right, so that's how I start. That's one of the priorities that I have. So the 16 hour, I need to equally divide them to my kids, to chores, to work, to travel, everything else. Okay, that's how you should manage your time. All right. So one of the assignment that I want to give you, like everyone, the 100+ viewers right now, I want you to write down what is your number one priority for your 24 hours. How many hours of sleep do you need? And then number two, what's aside from sleep? Number two, what is the next thing that you need to do to accomplish the next 24 hours? Okay, and then the rest, that's going to be your least priority. Okay, number one, how what is going to be your first 8 hours? Will it be sleep, 6 hours, 7 hours, depending on you? Second is, what is the next priority other than your sleep? And then third is your least priority for the day. Okay, let's start from there. So please make sure that you write it down, part of your time management and organization. Okay, next, let me also give you some tips and techniques for managing your time efficiently. So as mentioned earlier, aside from getting your priorities, if you could create daily or weekly schedule, this will help you allocate time blocks in the for different tasks, allowing you to focus on specific activities without getting overwhelmed. Well, this is very important, especially if you are working for 8 hours a day or 9 hours. If you have a lot of if you still are in a corporate setting or in a day job, then you need to start allocating schedule. Okay, number two, as mentioned earlier, it's very important for you to have priorities, like setting your priorities, the high priority tasks, and then address them first to prevent any delays. Okay, number three is utilize productivity tools like time management or task management app or time tracking software that will help you organize and monitor your progress. Now, if in case you are given the flexibility of time by the client, I would recommend you to start using a time tracker, just so at least you can also monitor the number of hours that you'll be working. Okay, when we say if you are given 2 hours or 3 hours a day, then make sure that you use that hour effectively, that you don't just go browse YouTube or Facebook and waste your 2 hours. Okay, that's part of time management and organization. Okay, next, the value of being organized. It's crucial for virtual assistants as it allows you to stay on top of your tasks, files, and client information. Personally, if you have a lot of mess from your to-do list, from your deadline, from your project management, and from the people that you will be working with, then it's going to be a big chaos. Okay, and believe me, you'll end up being overwhelmed, stressed, and you might even quit your job, or you might even quit your client if you don't do it right. Okay, so it's very important for you to always prioritize your time management and organization, because you can easily access the necessary documents. You can even track the client's requirements and efficiently manage your workflow. You start by putting your to-do list, as mentioned earlier, and then organize what needs to be finished first. Okay, like put all the similar tasks together so that you can all do it all at once. And then once you're done, you can simply scratch those and then move to the next one. Okay, and lastly, ensure that you can also locate and retrieve important information quickly and accurately. Just remember that by developing a strong time management and organizational skills, virtual assistants can enhance their efficiency, productivity, and overall success in their roles. So these skills contribute to building a professional image, meeting clients' expectation, and fostering long-term clients' relationship. So time management and organizational, I have been discussing this even with my mini courses. I have time management for freelancers, and part of the organizational skills that I added, I have Google management course coming up probably in the next few months. All right. So that's just some of the things that most virtual assistants are looking, or most clients are looking for virtual assistants: the time management skills and being organized, right? But of course, other than that, we also have effective communication and collaboration. Especially if you are not a one-man show, like you're not just the one doing the tasks yourself, but you are working with a team, you're working with a group. So you need to have an effective communication and collaboration skills. So the significance, of course, is they enable seamless interaction with clients and colleagues in remote work environment. Remember, as remote workers, we are not there physically. Like, we cannot say, excuse me, you cannot tap your batchmate, you cannot tap your office mate and say, hey, you listen to me. No, there's no such thing as that. But then the effective communication part should always go through the right and professional way of communicating. Okay, making sure that all the tasks are understood, expectations are being met, and feedback is always being received. That is fostering your strong professional relationship. Okay, especially us in the Filipinos, we are always hit by typhoon and natural calamity. But then clients are still entrusting us, despite of being always hit by typhoon, and most of our signals and power interruptions are always up. Okay, but as long as we communicate, saying that, hey boss, I may not be able to work in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, I may not have good internet signal and all that. As long as you communicate, then I think that's gonna be okay. All right. So other things, communication channels, as mentioned, email. Okay, this is ideal for formal messages and documentation, making sure that everything is tracked and documented. Chat, this is for easier communication, where it's going to be a real-time, quick exchanges. Video calls, this is enabled for face-to-face conversation. Okay, and making sure that you know that you are talking to the right person, and you are also showing professionalism by just looking at the camera and talking to your boss, talking to your colleagues. Okay, that's also part of building trust. Okay, lastly, project management tool that facilitate task discussion and progress updates. Next is for tips. These are just tips for clear and concise communication. This is just to avoid misunderstanding and ensure that your efficient workflow is coming in. Okay, so some tips for achieving this, including structuring your message logically, using your bullet points or headings to convey information, being mindful of your grammar and spelling, practical active listening, and of course, asking for clarifying question. So these are just some of the many ways of having an effective communication, because it doesn't mean that when we say communication, it's always you speaking or talking. Sometimes we also need to have we also need to practice active listening. That's part of effective communication. Okay, and then clarifying and probing question to make sure that you are on the same page and you are aligned with what needs to be done. All right. And lastly, the importance of building rapport. This is again part of a long-term success for virtual assistant and client relationship. So effective communication, it always fosters trust and strengthen your relationship for both talent or virtual assistant and your client. So it involves actively engaging in conversations, showing empathy and understanding the client preference, and of course, by building rapport, virtual assistants can establish a strong foundation for collaboration and leading to better outcome and client satisfaction. Okay, so just remember that developing effective communication and collaboration skills as your as a virtual assistant This will enhance your ability to understand and fulfill your client needs. And at the same time, you'll be able to have productive working relationship and effectively coordinate or collaborate with remote team. All right. And lastly, we only have two. Okay, tech savviness and proficiency with digital tools. Since everything is remotely done, okay, we always need to practice, or we need to get ready by letting ourselves become, I may say, fast learner when it comes to embracing the tech savviness for digital tools. So the role of technology as a in virtual assistant is this will actually help you make things easier when it comes to looking for the right tools and software or apps that will be, approved by your client or by your boss. Okay, so these are just some of the tools that you may want to look into: time tracker, top tracker, time doctor. Others are project management tools such as Asana, Slack, Trello, Microsoft Teams, Canva, Google Drive. Okay, but it still depends on the exact task that your clients will be asking. But you need to be open to other tools, and you need to be learning fast as virtual assistants. Okay, because in the real world, everything is very dynamic. So everything changes so fast. If you don't adapt, then you might end up, being outdated. Okay. Next, it the importance of also being proficient with tools is that it allows virtual assistants like you to work efficiently and effectively. Okay. And the reason why these tools are developed it because it helps us in managing our tasks and even collaborating with clients and colleagues, and of course meeting clients expectation. So just remember that by embracing tech savviness and maintaining proficiency with digital tools, virtual assistants can optimize their workflow effectively, and you can also collaborate with clients and colleagues, and of course remain competitive in the industry, because the more tools you use, the more knowledge you have, the more higher your price will be. All right? Do you agree? Yes? If you guys want to earn $10, $15, $20, it needs to have, of course, added value. The client won't be paying you $20, even $30 if you just know about Google Drive. You need to upgrade, you need to upscale, you need to upsell. Okay? So always add more tools and always add more skills. Okay? But don't be too overwhelmed. All right? And lastly, as virtual assistants, you are also being expected to have attention to small details and some problem solving skills. Most clients, they do not like those virtual assistants who are being micromanaged. Meaning, if you know that this is something that's not going to be approved by client, then don't waste your time asking for approval and waste everything else. As soon as you have all the instructions, you may just want to double check, triple check before you ask for approval, because not all clients have the luxury of time to have everyday meeting. Most clients, especially those big clients and high paying clients, they only have once every 2 weeks, sometimes once a week or once every 3 weeks meeting, because they have been chasing a lot of tasks on their end. That's why they are hiring you. So they are expecting you to get the attention, uh, solve a specific problem. As soon as they hire you, just get ready that they will be giving you full instructions, and it's really up to you how will you understand that instruction and how will you be able to deliver what is being asked from you. Okay, do not do not um do not feel privileged that you'll be getting training, you'll be getting more management and quality control and all that, because most clients don't like that kind of attitude. They want someone who's very independent, very resourceful. Okay, That's why in reality, most clients do not like newbies because newbies are always on the baby side, right? Like newbies are like that. They have a lot of excuses because they don't know that and they don't know this. That is why do not stop if you are a newbie. Do not feel demotivated, okay? But instead, you try to improve and upscale, okay? But one of the things that most clients are really looking for is being, attention to detail and solving problem. So this includes the ability to analyze situation as well, okay? Identify what's issue needs to be fixed and find efficient solutions. So virtual assistants often encounters various problems such as managing conflict priorities, others are resolving technical issues, okay? But this strong problem solving skills enable virtual assistants to tackle these challenges effectively, right? So now, just remember that by emphasizing your attention to small details and fostering problem solving skills, the virtual assistants can always provide accurate, high quality work and effectively handle challenges. So, this will also help deliver value to your clients. So, if you know your worth, then you won't need to worry about getting clients. So, just remember that these four are all part of soft skills, okay? And will help you build your character as a person, as virtual assistant, as remote workers. All right? Are we clear? Yes? Okay. So this part that most clients also sometimes they are not after the skills, especially if they have the luxury of time. Sometimes they want newbies as long as the character and the professionalism and the eagerness to learn is there, then that's also okay. Okay, because most of the time there are freelancers who are, I may say, very good in terms of their technical skills, but then professionalism failed because sometimes they have this attitude of not getting um, giving response the right time or even submitting their deadlines and all that. So don't let your what they call that, don't make sure that you don't ruin your name for that attitude. Okay, just keep humble and make sure that you know your worth and use this as a blessing, um, to earn from home and to provide for your family. But other than that, let's not make Filipino freelancers look bad for foreign clients, because again, these are opportunities that we should be embracing and we should be thanking for. All right. So yeah, I'm actually done. I just want to remind you that hard skills will get you in the room, but your soft skills will keep you at your table. And soft skills are part again of who you are, your character, and of course, your professionalism. Okay? So let's go ahead and ask for Q&A. I'm actually over time by 3 minutes. Any questions, clarifications that you want to ask, you want to say? Anyone? Questions? No questions? All right, let me just give you some quick update. So as mentioned earlier, in partnership with Surge and Pinoy VA Finders, we currently have a 6/6 super sale. This is for standalone program. Well, let me just give you some heads up. Okay, this is open for skilled freelancers who are in need of actual work experience and online portfolios. Meaning, those people who finish the course are very welcome to join as long as you are not complete newbie or you're not a complete beginner. Okay, what will happen during the OJT program is that you will be experiencing actual work. Like you will be working with project managers, okay? And you will also have options to join. This is for standalone, social media managers for in-depth, Facebook ad marketing. And if you want to handle a team or handle people, you can also try going for project managerial position, because the next batch will be June 16, which is next week. Okay, so what you'll be experiencing during the OJT program is there. Experience hands-on work with project managers. We will also have application and software for actual tasks. Okay. At the end of your OJT program, we'll give you performance evaluation. You can also provide your weekly output and reports. Your OJT working hours varies from 50 to 100 hours. This is actually flexible as long as your output is submitted on or before your deadline weekly, and you can always communicate using through our working platform. We'll give you certificate and graduation kit, and then after that, we'll endorse you to our HR upon completion. Okay, so during the OJT program, we will be evaluating students based on the requirements of our clients. This is ability to meet deadline. That's why even if you have a 9 to 5 job, it's okay. It's flexible as long as you meet the deadline. Okay. Quality output, meaning you're proud of what you have accomplished. You just did not submit that because it's already deadline, but you did it with quality. Okay. Work ethics. Are you professional enough to handle tasks online? Communication skills, and overall performance. Okay, so these are the top 5 metrics that we usually evaluate. So if in case our student fail or we're not able to pass these 5 metrics, then we won't be able to endorse them to our partner clients. Okay, you need to show that you are worth it and you are deserving for that endorsement. Okay, so here are just some of the apps that we use: Time Tracker, Trello, Google Drive, Google Meet, and Canva. Okay, so this actually sale, but then not everyone will be capable of joining, because you need to be qualified. So meaning you need to be eligible. You need to make sure that you pass and you're able to receive an email from us saying, okay, go ahead, you can join the OJT program. We have qualifications. Not everyone can join. If you're a newbie and you think you need to have experience, then you need to go through the training bundle first. The difference is that training bundle, it has an online course during the first month. Standalone is automatically you go directly to the OJT program. No more OJT, no more online course. Okay, so make sure that you see if you are qualified to join. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I could just paste the link right here on this comment. There. Okay. So I already answered this. Training bundle is for online course and OJT, while standalone OJT goes through OJT directly. You don't need to go through the course anymore. You can go straight to the OJT as long as you are qualified to join. Okay? So also for those people who are considering themselves as newbies and transitioners, we also have a super sale. So instead of paying 3,500, this is until Sunday only, 2,250. That includes online course, OJT program, and HR endorsement. All right? There. Online course, OJT program, and endorsement. So this is June 6 to June 11 only. All right. So for training bundle, you have 3 courses to choose from: general VA or freelancing course, social media course, and Facebook ad marketing. So the next batch will start on July 2nd. This is for training bundle. All right. So under the freelancing course, there are 20 lessons. Let me just have a quick inclusions right here. This is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, for social media, we have 10 lessons. And for Facebook ads, we have 15 lessons. Okay? So you have options to go for either training bundle or go for standalone OJT. Okay? But can I also see if there are people here who are part of the Gensan community? General Santos? Anyone? Okay, I'll be coming in and have my face-to-face training on the 24th of June, Saturday. This is boost your sales through Facebook ad marketing. So it's gonna be a face-to-face and a hands-on training. So I'll be getting to ads manager. We'll be creating your campaigns, and I'll teach you on how to do it step by step the right way. Okay. So this is registration is 1,500 until June 15, and then onwards it's gonna be 2,000 pesos. This is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is in ACBRI Academy, General Santos City. So if you are in the area of General Santos, please feel free to come over, and I would love to see you. Okay? So yeah, that's it. I guess I'm done. Any other questions? Can Nigerians also take this program? Yes, you can. You can start with either the training bundle or standalone OJT. It's okay. Trainings are worth it, especially sa newbies na gustong pumasok sa VA world. Thank you for W. Riza. So any other questions, concerns, clarifications, anything else that you want to hear? Just take note that we will only be accepting the 6/6 sale until 6/11. So until Sunday. All right? So no more questions? No more, nothing else? Sure? Okay. So if you do not have any other questions or concerns, thank you so much again for your time. Thank you so much, Surge Marketplace. And I hope and pray that you guys enjoy the long weekend ahead. All right. Bye-bye.